Oh. Let's see who we got going this morning. Hello, exclusive. Hello, Stephen, Frank, Stephen, Devin, Alejandro, Kevin, Scott, David. Again, my eyes are fading. My neighbor's dog is chirping in the background. So many distractions, so I thank anybody for joining. And anybody with the patience to stay with me today. Okay, the dog's quiet. I don't know if the dog can hear me. But anyway, good morning. Good morning. Good. I just don't know if I want to do it with the dog yapping. It's crazy. That's one thing I won't miss. Anyway, I'm jumping ahead. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. This is a little show I've been doing for a long, long time. It's a little show I've been doing on a bunch of different platforms. It's a little show I talk and I share and I don't know, whine. Hopefully spread a little bit of smiles from time to time. Hopefully stay hydrated during my show because I think it's important we all stay hydrated. Honestly, I haven't been doing it as much as I should. I think I've forgotten my water a little bit while I'm working. It's probably not a good thing to forget water. Well, I'm glad it's the last day for Doug's Meds, Mary Jane. But for those that have been watching a while, you know it's more than a show about me talking and sharing part of my morning. It's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. And I'm so excited to take my first sip at this early hour on April 24th, I think it is. It's Friday. Happy Friday. It is, 5:57, I believe, so it's kind of early. I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Let me get a better grip on it because it's nice and filled. Cheers to us. Oh, it's a hybrid this morning. It's the half Sumatra, half French roast. Both are dark roasts. Sumatra, as you guys know, is one of my favorites. And the French roast, it's just something I have in the cupboard. I've had in the cupboard for a while because the store didn't have Sumatra. And I thought the Starbucks dark roast would all be the same, but it's not. Not all Starbucks dark roast are the same. The Sumatra, I think, head and shoulders above the rest. And anyway, let's have another sip. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, it's Friday morning, just before 6 o'clock my time. I'm coming at you from Naperville, Illinois, a town of about 145,000 people, just west of Chicago. I just woke up, shaking the sleep out of my eyes, getting my day started as I have a tendency to do. And, sorry, I was just reading the comment and just trying to get my day going. How are you guys doing? How you feeling? How'd you sleep? I worked yesterday, and when I got home from work, again, it's oftentimes hello there. I have a lot of plans, and I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of ideas, a lot of things I want to get done when I get home from work, and I want to be productive, and I want to take care of a bunch of stuff and work on these videos, oftentimes go to Starbucks. That's pretty much my entire social activity these days. And when I got home last night, I worked a little late yesterday. I had a little extra work to do. For those that are watching for the first time, I work at a local super Target, and I did a little grocery shopping afterwards. The one thing I wanted to buy, I forgot to buy. When I was checking out, I was going through the automatic or the self checkout lanes. And it's kind of embarrassing because I work in this store. And I was taking my products, whatever I was buying from the grocery store, and I was putting them into the bag. And I did it for about half my groceries. And then I realized, wait, you need to scan these or you need to pay for these groceries. Otherwise, so many things I have to do to get ready for you in the morning. Um, but anyway, so I was not scanning my groceries. I was putting them back in the basket. I was feeling all confused. I didn't buy the one product I really wanted to buy. And I got home and I said, man, I just can't even move. I can barely go out. I'm 54 years old. My job's kind of physical. I worked a longer shift yesterday. It starts early. And I took a 3 hour, I don't know if you call a 3 hour nap a nap, but slept till about 7:30. And I cannot tell you how good it felt. And I think your body lets you know what it needs a lot of times. And yesterday, I think my body needed a little bit extra sleep and a little bit extra rest, and was tired and mentally beaten down and physically worn out. And it felt so good to sleep. Woke up going, crap, what do you do at 7:30 at night? I just woke up from a 3 hour nap, and I did what most people would do. I made dinner, ate it, relaxed for a little while, and went back to bed. So anyway, that's my last 24 hours with you in a nutshell. I've been either sleeping or working. Kind of two ends of the spectrum. So let's have a little more coffee. But it's Friday today. I got to be back at work in about an hour. I got a busy day today. After work, my daughter Erin has a track meet here in Naperville. I love watching her run. I love cheering for her. Love cheering for all the kids. She always gets so nervous before races, and I feel bad because I used to run track as well, and realize how I don't know, if you kind of struggle with a little bit of anxiety, how scary and how nervous you can get before races. I don't know if everybody does. Maybe everybody does, but I sure as heck did, and I can see it in her face that she's scared before she goes, and it's hard to see your firstborn really nervous, but it's awesome watching her compete and have a fun and enjoy the teamwork, or the teamwork, but the teammates and the competition a little bit. And sometimes I cheer for her, and she says I embarrass her, but I think a little bit. Maybe that's what dads are supposed to be, or supposed to do. After the meet, I had a buddy reach out. It's kind of strange because I never thought it would work. For those that are new to the show, I haven't I stopped drinking about a year and a half ago. I just had realized I'd been drinking a long time and I wasn't enjoying it anymore. They put together one of those microbreweries that specializes in non-alcoholic beers. And I thought it was a strange concept. I thought it would not work. And who knows? I mean, it's been open for a couple of years. I've been there once. I had a buddy that wanted to go and had never been there before, and I'm going to meet him there after my daughter's meet tonight. And I don't know, a couple non-alcoholic beers. But anyway, I'm glad he wants to check it out. He's still a drinker. They do sell beer. They do sell food. And actually, I've been there once. It was on a Sunday, and they have a really neat atmosphere. I mean, it's a smaller, kind of cool place. And again, it's a lofty feeling like a lot of these microbreweries are. But it's got big TVs and a nice bar and a bunch of tables and some things to look at. And uh, so looking forward to that. But for me, that's going to be a crazy long day because, again, my day starts early and tends to end early. And I don't... like I said, my socialization, it's amazing. I don't know if it's because I'm 54, because I stopped drinking, or because I'm trying to figure out my next steps in life. But my social life has changed dramatically. And I think it probably does for anybody that stops drinking. I think a lot of my social activities were always centered around going to bars and going to dinner, but and going bowling and doing drinking activities. Good morning, RJ. And now that I have stopped again, my socializing is cut way back, and again, it just feels funny to be meeting a guy out at a bar tonight. Even if it is a non-alcoholic beer. And on a Friday night, my Fridays, I'm usually in bed early because I work again on a Saturday, and the schedule repeats itself. So I'm going to drink a little more coffee. You guys, I don't know how much I have to say for you. I got a good laugh with the Tivoli and Braveheart stuff. For anybody looking for somebody to follow, RJ posts I don't know. RJ's not old enough to. Oh, I got something I want to say, but RJ's not old enough to remember a lot of the things he posts about. But he kind of posts. He finds commercials or what have you from like the '90s, and he'll post them on his TikTok page. And for me, a guy that was born in '68, it brings back a lot of memories and of a different time than we are today, and brings back things I remember, and he's too young to remember, but it was kind of funny. He posted a Braveheart commercial yesterday, and I think Braveheart was a great movie. It's interesting, though, because Mel Gibson has gone on to have some problems, and his image has changed a lot. But that was such a big movie, and it's such a good movie when it came out. And it was interesting or funny. I work with, as I said, at Super Target. Oh, let me take a sip of coffee. A lot of the people I work with are under 30 years old. In the 80s, I think it was, or maybe early 90s, I work in the grocery section. And we were actually stacking some frozen foods. This is going to go into more detail than you need. And the subject of corn dogs came up. And I'm a big fan of a corn dog. I think they're awesome. You throw them in the microwave. They go from frozen to delicious in, a minute. You get a plate, you get some mustard, and you dip the corn dogs in and you eat them, and they're delicious. And somebody goes, oh, I like Dijon mustard. And I go, oh, yeah, Grey Poupon is very good. And then I reflected back to those old commercials that were done in the 80s or early 90s, the Grey Poupon commercials, where a car would pull up to a limousine and the limousine would roll down the window and there'd be a guy in a suit or fancy dress or a woman in a fancy dress in back eating something with Grey Poupon. And the person in the beater car would ask, oh, excuse me, is that Grey Poupon you're eating or you're enjoying? And they'd go, why, yes, it is. And then they drive off, and that would be the commercial. I explained this to these kids, and they didn't know what I was talking about. They didn't know what I was talking about. And it's amazing to me because that's such an iconic commercial. And anybody that's over 40 years old knows what I'm saying, what I'm talking about when I say the Grey Poupon commercial. Anybody that's over 40's got to know. But if you're 35 or under, you go, huh? Huh? What are you talking about? And it's so weird to me how generations are different and how experiences in our lives are different. And I was talking to some guy and I asked him about that commercial and he goes, I think I heard of it, but it was more to make fun of it on maybe Saturday Night Live, and he was 36. So I think the cutoff's probably 40. And then I asked him if he knew Where's the Beef commercial. And he goes, I think I've heard of it too. Maybe I saw a skit on Saturday Night Live. But for those of us of a certain age, thank you, I like Bruce Willis. For those of us a certain age, TV was our medium of communication, and commercials, were important. RJ posted a commercial, a Frosted Flakes commercial with Tony the Tiger coming in and going, they're great. And I don't know. Do you see commercials anymore? Are there commercials? I don't even have cable. Do people watch TV anymore? Or do they just stream on Netflix? TikToks are commercials. Uh-oh. Are you coming back? Welcome back. I went on live this morning and I did a major go live faux pas. I did not turn off my alarm on my phone before going live. So it's beeped twice, and I think I probably lost you twice. And again, I don't know. You do your best in life, and you're gonna have little silly technical glitches or what have you from time to time, and you got to roll your best, especially when you're on live. RJ says TikToks are commercials. Perhaps they are. Perhaps they are. But for what? I mean, a lot of them are. I haven't figured out if mine are commercials or if mine. Good morning, Robert Montgomery. If TikToks are commercials, and if my TikToks are commercials, I gotta wrap it up in some sort of package to sell somehow, some way. Now that Facebook and Instagram have changed how they monetize content creators, I started making a little bit of money over there, and they changed their format, and I made $12 like 3 months ago, and then $22 2 months ago, and then like 35 last month, and they changed their format, and none of those is a lot. I'll say that none of that's a lot, but I did like the growth pattern, and I did like making some money on it. It made me feel good. But then they changed how they compensate content creators or whatever, and it looks like I'll make about $13 this month. And I'll tell you what, I don't like going backwards, so I have to figure out some way to package something. I don't know. Sell candles, sell coffee, sell smiles, sell hugs, sell Naperville, sell Super Target, sell cereal. I do a great job at Super Target, by the way. I do a great job. I'm not the fastest shelf stocker in the world, but I don't even look at, I only look at my job as maybe half stock, shelf stocking and half entertaining the customers and helping them out. I have little couple, people, I had a little old couple came in, the guy was 90. They were asking for Playtex gloves. And they probably don't watch TikTok, the guy was 90. But they're asking for Playtex gloves. And I'm like, hey, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. Playtex gloves? Aren't they latex gloves? And he goes, no, well, it's Playtex is the brand. Playtex latex. Uh-huh. And then after I thought about it, I go, isn't it Playtex the female products? And now I'm drawing a blank. I'm frozen on live TV. Tampons. I think Playtex is a brand of tampon. And they were looking for Playtex rubber gloves. But anyway, I helped them through the store. And helped them through the store. Found them a bunch of different things. They were so in love with me by the end that the woman goes, where's your manager? And I pointed him out. He was over there, and I don't know what she said. Maybe she said I was horrible. Probably not, but it was fun. And it happens all the time. I have so many awesome interactions every day. And honestly, outside of it being pretty tiring, I enjoy the heck out of it. I would do it for free, I think. I liked hanging out at Super Target as a customer and shopping there, and it has a good vibe, and it's pretty clean, and it's a grocery store, and there's people walking around, and and there's a big gym down the road, so there's a lot of women in yoga pants coming after class doing some shopping. That's not a horrible thing, but just so many people to talk to, so many people to chat it up with. And so many people to smile and laugh with and help out and again make a difference with. I really enjoy it. I do it for free for a couple hours a day if I find another career, which I will find another career at some point. But I'm going to enjoy the crud out of it today, and I'm going to have a great day. I'm going to drink a little bit more coffee. I'm going to get my day started. I'm going to make some breakfast, hop in the shower, get over to my job, enjoy the day, work hard, hopefully smile a lot, and hopefully spread some smiles and spread a little bit of joy at the store today. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you're excited about your day. I hope you had a great night's sleep. I'm looking forward to cheering for my girl at the meet after work today, and then meeting a buddy out tonight. Feels good to have a few plans, and I'm going to be back at work tomorrow. So thank you so much for joining today. I hope you had a wonderful night's sleep. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you are loving yourself and forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.